Hello everyone, welcome back to another new lesson with Jafar Priya, and in today's lesson I'll be talking about some of the most common topics for the OIETC Speaking Part 2, that we generally say OIETC Speaking Presentation. So as you all of you know that in the OIETC Speaking Test we have three parts like Speaking Part 1, Speaking Part 2 and Speaking Part 3. So in the OIETC Speaking Test, your examiner is going to give you a presentation before giving you a test, and you'll be given this topic and you have to work on that. You have to make a presentation based on that specific topic, and after that you have to present that specific presentation to your examiner. So this is how it happens. So in today's class I'm going to talk about some of the most common topics which our students got in the past in their exam. So I'm going to show you all the questions which they got in their speaking test, and I hope that if you watch this lesson you can get to know that what kind of question you may also get in your speaking part 2. So I'm going to open all the questions now. So first of all, let's have a look at there. I'm going to start from here. So this is the interface. As you can see, this is the complete interface for your ELLT speaking. This is the kind of the presentation that will be given by your examiner when you get your speaking schedule. Well, as you can see, this is the Oxford International English Test Center OIETC online assessment, and this is the spoken task that you have to get over. And in today's class I'm going to work on specifically in the presentation, which is the second part of the OIETC speaking test, and this part will last for 3 to 5 minutes. Well, in the past, in my previous videos, most of you asked me that what kind of questions you may get in the presentation. So I'm going to show you a couple of topics which our student got in their previous exam. All right. So for the first one, I'm going to read the topic for you. Consider the challenge listed below and prepare a short presentation on this topic. That means you have to think about this topic first of all, then you have to prepare a presentation on that. So I'm going to read out this topic for you. It was common in the past for people to retire at 60. That means it's all about the retirement or something like that. Now more and more people are choosing to continue working past official retirement age, with some countries even increasing the official age of retirement. Do you agree or disagree with this change, and why? Well, this topic is all about the retirement, and it is all about that some people are saying that it's a good idea to get the retirement or to go for the retirement when your age is 60. But on the other hand, some people believe that the people who are over 60, they would like to work or they would like to continue their work or professional life, and in some countries they also extended the number of the age limit here. So with this statement, do you agree or disagree with this change? So do you agree or do you support this one, or you don't support this one? So this is the statement for you guys, and this is a presentation that you have to present on your speaking test. So this is the topic basically, and this is how you will get your topic in your OIETC speaking test. So now I'm going to show you the requirement, what kind of things you have to include in this questions answer. You may be confused that how can I start my speaking, or what kind of things I should include in my answer. So I'm going to show you step by step what you have to do. Well, your presentation must have, that means the presentation you're going to give to your examiner, it must have three things. The first one is include argument in favor and argument against. That means you have to support it in one side, and on the other side you have to disagree with that. That means you have to give some positive sides of it, and then you have to give the negative sides of it, and finally then you'll come to your personal opinion. So remember one thing, that there are some students who usually give the positive sides of it, and this is how they are gonna end their speaking test, or they just complete their answer by giving the positive sides. That means they are not giving any negative sides, or they do not give any argument against of that. So in that case, it's gonna really create the problem for you, because you are not maintaining the task response. Well, the first task response is to include an argument. You have to include an argument in favor and argument against. So you have to do both. The positive sides, you have to include some of the points for the positive sides, and also you have to include some points for the negative sides as well. This is how you have to speak out in your speaking test. Next one, include a personal reflection. Well, you have to give a personal reflection. That means you have to give your own opinion in this speaking test, as they already mentioned that do you agree or disagree there. Next, that is the time. Well, your speaking should be between 3 to 5 minutes long. At least you have to speak for 3 minutes, and maximum you can speak for 5 minutes. But ideal way is to give your answer between 3 to 4 minutes, and this is the standard way to give your answer. And I would like to request all of you to give your answer between 3 to 4 minutes. And another thing I would like to inform you is that please don't make your answer very short, because if you make your answer is very short, it means that you are not gonna get your desired score. So all you have to do, you have to extend your answer as much as you can. All right, this is the first topic that I showed you here. So the second topic that I'm going to read for you guys, and this topic one of our students got in their test. Some people believe that zoos are living museum. What we learn about wild animals in captivity can help us manage and conserve them in the wild, and therefore it is a good idea to keep animals in zoos. How far do you agree with this statement? So this is another topic. It's all about the animals. Some people are saying that zoos are living in museums. That means the animals are being kept at the museum. And some people believe that it's a good idea to keep the animals in the zoos. So how far do you agree with this statement? Here you have to again give the argument for the positive sides and for the negative sides as well. And at the end of the day, you have to give your opinion. As you can see, this is a very basic thing that I'm sharing here you is that include an argument in favor and an argument against. That means you have to give the positive sides and the negative sides of it, and include a personal reflection. And the same thing, you have to speak between 3 to 5 minutes. So this topic is all about animals related actually. So you can talk about the museums and the zoos here, right? Okay, so this is the second topic, and this kind of questions are given in the ELT speaking test. So I think you guys are being clear that actually in your OIETC speaking test, your examiner is going to provide you this kind of topic, the topic which are quite similar to us. Think about the museum, think about the zoos, think about the animals. These are all our familiar things. So all you have to do is to study this topic first of all. After that, you have to make a presentation step by step. You have to give an introduction of it, then you have to give the body one, then you have to go for the body two, and finally you have to go for the conclusion. So for this, we are offering online speaking course which you guys can do over online. And if you'd like to join with our online course, you can contact us on a WhatsApp number which is given on the screen. Well, third topic is some people believe that the higher a product price is, the more likely it is that people will want to buy it. Explore to what extent price influences potential buyers and account for others factors that influence people to buy a product. Well, this is all about buying a product, so it's a very common topic as well. That means some people are saying that talking about the price, if product price is much higher, in that case people would like to buy it generally. For example, you went to a shopping mall and you'd like to buy a smartphone or something like that. So when we see that it's a high price, then we feel that yeah, it's a very good one, it's a very gorgeous one, it will be the very standard one or something like that. So that's the topic for you. So you have to study on that, you have to have some ideas about it. So what we are going to do for you guys, those who will join in our course, we are going to prepare a complete presentation for you guys so that you can get an idea about the presentation and you can present that topic in your speaking test. And the next thing is that your presentation must have the before things that I talked about before, like including an argument favor and argument against of it. So all you have to do is to discuss the both things of it, the positive sides of it and the negative sides of it as well. So this is how you have to go on actually. Well, the topic number 4 is passive smoking contributes to thousands of deaths each year. Therefore, smoking tobacco and the sale of cigarettes should be abolished. Do you agree or disagree with this statement? That means this topic is all about that smoking, that people are taking the smoking or people are smoking, which contributes or which lead to the deaths. Actually, people die a lot for taking the passive smoking, and that's why smoking tobacco and the sale of the cigarette should be abolished. Abolished means like abandoned, like curtailed you can say, or avoided you can say. And do you agree or disagree with this statement? So do you agree, I mean, do you support it or you don't support it? You have to go for the two sides here. The same thing include an argument in favor and argument against. So this is another topic, and this is a 4-number topic for you guys that you have to study properly. And another thing that I would like to inform you guys is that you may get your speaking presentation common because questions are repeated in the speaking test, specifically in the OIETC speaking test. Sometimes your question might be repeated. So if you go through all the questions that I'm showing you in my class, you may be highly benefited by all the questions here. All right, so now let's move into the question number 5, and this is the question number 5, and this is the presentation number 5 that our students got in their test. So I'm gonna read out it for you guys. Some countries military service is compulsory. Do you think compulsory military service should be universal for all 18 years old? So do you think that military service should be mandatory for all the people who are 18 years old? So do you think it's a good side or the negative side? You have to give some of the positive sides of it, and also you have to give the negative sides of the military service. That means what kind of advantages they may get if they go for the military service after 18 years old, and what kind of disadvantages they may get when they go for the military service after 18 years old. So this is what you have to do here, like you have to include the arguments in favor, and also you have to give the arguments against of it. So that's very important for you to keep the balance of it, that how many positive sides you are giving and how many negative sides you are giving. So this is how you have to create your presentation. If you'd like to get a good score in the OIETC speaking test, in that case you must have a potential answer, you must have a smart answer. That means your answer should be well decorated. So what you have to do if you'd like to get a good score, make a good presentation for you and practice on it as much as you can, and after that start speaking in the presentation, which is very important for you guys. All right, so that's all about our session. But before ending the session, I would like to inform you guys is that we are offering online speaking course where we are going to talk about the most common topics for the OIETC speaking test, and we are going to provide you a complete format that will help you to get a good score in the OIETC speaking test. So that's all about it. So hope to see you guys in my course, in my class with me. So till then, be happy. Allah Hafiz.